It's time for another episode of Hops and Hedges, where we talk about beer, landscaping, and everything in between. Season 1 is proudly sponsored by ext.tech, helping you grow and revolutionize your landscaping business. Now crack open a cold one, and let's dig in. Hello, Melissa, and welcome to Hops and Hedges. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for coming on to the show. How
thanks for having
random.
me.
Oh, I just saw that I left my plant light on, so I'm gonna have this UFO light behind me. That's okay.
No
so you actually are a wedding photography and event planner in Belmont.
Yes.
Which is, and you don't drink beer. And here you are on a landscaping podcast.
So what am I doing on this podcast?
But you know what? I think it's great. Anybody who's willing to talk about plants, I think has a spot on here. And really, this is about a space to promote small businesses.
Yeah,
and all of us entrepreneurs, I feel like we can use all the help we can get. So,
well,
really,
thank you so much.
Thank you. I think you reached out to me over Instagram.
I think so. Yeah.
Right.
I think
yeah.
That was a while ago, but I think it was Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, this sounds interesting. Could I be on it? I was like, sure.
And I found you because I follow the Whistling Gardens.
Oh, yes.
Because I was there last year for the first time. I discovered it. And
first time. Okay.
And when since I'm following them, they posted about the podcast episode that they were on. And I was like, a podcast about gardening? Yes, please.
So, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
that's
how I found you.
Awesome. Well, shout out to Whistling Gardens. That is one of my personal favorite places. So have you done any wedding photography and stuff there? Is that why you were there? Or were you just visiting the gardens?
Would that be? Oh, that was, we were just going for a visit for a day trip. But I would love to do a wedding there. It's a very cool spot. So
very cool spot. It's for those who don't know, Whistling Gardens, they're in Wilsonville, Ontario. Yeah. And it's a botanical garden, greenhouse, but also a wedding and special event venue.
And is that new for them?
They've been doing it for at least 10 years because I've known about them for 10 years. And I think they just had their 20th or 21st. I'm going to have to look that up when they started. Yeah. But they've been doing it for a while.
And they've been doing the events the whole time too?
Oh, yeah. And it's just been growing. Yeah. So, I mean, now, cool. Which I think just started last year, is they've got a whole bunch of LED lights to light up the gardens at night.
Yes. Oh, my gosh.
So for the wedding, there's actually this whole light show. And they have a water fountain, and they've added lights to that so they can do it at night.
So fun. Yeah.
I've been going there for 10 years since that was my first co-op through college.
Okay, yeah.
And I have seen it in all 4 seasons, but I have not seen it at night. Okay. So it's on my list.
Well, I would love to do a wedding there. That'd be so fun.
There you go. Well, Whistling Gardens, if you're listening, there is a wedding photographer and event planner right here.
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Melissa, tell me a little bit about yourself and your business. How did it come to be, and what is it? What exactly do you do? So let's start from once upon a time.
Yeah.
We want to know your superhero origin story, right? Okay. Where did it all begin?
Well, I'm an indecisive person, and that's where it started because in high school, I couldn't decide what I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted photography to be a part of my life, like for my hobbies even. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I decided to apply to business and a bunch of different things. And then I did photography as well, just in case I didn't get into anything else, because I wasn't very good in school. So I was like, well, I'll do the photography just as, a backup. And then I got accepted to everything. And then I really couldn't decide. So then it was like, well, I'll always use photography. So let's just do that for now. And then I can decide later.
Yeah.
And then in my first or second year of photography at Fanshawe, I had to do a co-op, and I did it with a wedding photographer, and I was hooked. So that was years ago, and I haven't looked back since. So, and then I just started the event planning last year, I think it was. Yeah,
Yep.
last year. And it just kind of stemmed from doing the weddings. Like I felt like I was already kind of helping couples plan and doing their timelines and stuff and helping run the day and whatever when I was there. So I just decided to venture into that too. So
Man, that's so cool. And there is certainly a parallel, I think, with landscaping and wedding and event
sure.
planning. And
Yeah.
stay with me here, right?
Okay.
I think there's a parallel because it's project management, right?
That's right.
So
Yeah.
you are organizing people and materials
Yeah.
and deliveries and
Yeah.
food and catering and all this stuff, the
All the
venue,
things.
paying
Yeah.
for things on time, right?
Yeah.
All that stuff. And it's
Right.
exactly the same with
Yeah.
landscaping.
There
So
you go.
there you go. That's why you're on this
We found a
podcast.
connection.
We found it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's right. Yeah.
So when did you start the business?
Like as a side hustle, like in 2007, like we're going
Okay.
back a long time. So then I just turned full-time last year.
Wow.
It was
Congrats.
just
That's a
kind
big
of
step.
I was just a side hustle until then. So yeah, and
Yep.
COVID kind of changed my full-time job a bit on me, as it did for so many people.
Mhm.
And then it was my chance to go full-time. So yeah,
It's so amazing how many people I hear
know.
say the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if my camera's blurry or maybe I'm just blurry. I don't know. But how many people COVID really forced us to pause,
Yeah.
take a second and reevaluate what you're doing for life, what you're doing for work, who you're living with.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were in quarantine with their spouse and realized, I don't really like my spouse. They've been working full time for 20 some odd years and haven't spent any time together. Thankfully, that is not the case with me, and hopefully not with you
And
either.
same here. Yeah.
I did see
Yeah.
right before we started recording, your hubby came in and helped hook up
To
your
help
video.
me.
So
yeah.
we have our
Not all
support.
that technologically, there. So
Me neither. And that is actually one of the reasons I put off starting a podcast, because I was like, I don't know how to do this.
oh yeah. Yeah.
And then I Googled
For you
it
to figure
and
it
I
out.
watched like
Yeah.
4 YouTube videos. It's like,
Yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah.
So, and here we are.
Right. Yeah. Good.
So
Yeah.
I was asking about, I always refer to the pre-podcast questionnaire, right? Because when people
yes.
come on the podcast, I send them a questionnaire.
That's right.
So that we don't go too random, right?
Okay.
We don't
Keep us
want
on
to,
track.
because I can get really scatterbrained. So I also want to
Me
make
too.
sure that we talk about what you want to talk about, right? And so
Yeah.
one of the questions that I like seeing what people do is if you could change something differently about when you started your business or your garden. And I'm not sure if your answer is for your business or for your garden, but you said to plan better because a lot of times you're impulsive. So I think
it
that's
was
in
for
reference
both.
to your garden
Yeah.
and for the business too. Okay. So talk a
Yeah.
little bit about that again as an impulsive,
Well, I just
but also indecisive, which you've said,
exactly.
right?
Because I think there's so many decisions in my head, and like I can't pick one. So then I'm an impulsive person. So like with my garden, I'll just buy things on a whim and like, oh, that's cute, I'll buy that. Oh, I like this. Yep, sure. And so I don't plan any of it, and it just happens.
Right.
And it sort of feels like that is the same way with the business. It just happened, and like
Right.
it wasn't like I dreamed of doing this for so long, and it just kind of happened. So
yeah, it's interesting,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
so
again with COVID, here maybe I
yeah.
can hide that light nonchalantly. Nobody will even notice. I'll just
That's
sit here
right.
naturally.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because
So
for me too, I never dreamed about owning a business.
yeah.
And with COVID, it was like
Yeah.
suddenly you are
Yeah.
no longer employed. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, what do I love to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I love what I do, so I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah. And when speaking of COVID, when we had COVID there in 2020 or around there, ended up getting laid off a bit. And so I started doing some gardening for some neighbors and stuff in town, just to make a little extra cash, and just I love it. And so it's been fun. So I still do it for them too. So
yeah. Oh, that's great. It's not a bad way to spend your time.
That's right. Yeah.
So very cool.
Yeah.
It's It's interesting talking about being impulsive as a gardener.
Yeah.
Because I work with personally a lot of clients, but also myself too.
Okay.
I can go to the greenhouse. The local greenhouse here is Heemans, and
Yeah.
I am obsessed with it. Their catchphrase is actually "Our space, your happy place,"
Yes.
and
It's so true.
it's so true. It's so
Yeah.
true. And
Yeah.
usually it's this time of year. I mean, here we are. We're recording this. Today is the 20th, right? March
Yeah.
20th. So
Supposed
your
to be
episode will be
spring.
live much later, but today
Yeah,
it's
that's okay.
snowing.
Yeah.
And 4 days ago, I got a sunburn. Like it's just
Yeah, it's
nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can be impulsive at the greenhouse because I go
Oh.
there and I'll see the new plant or something that just came off the
I know.
truck. It's like, oh, I don't have that one in my garden. Do I have space for it? I don't know, but we're gonna try.
Doesn't matter. We'll find a spot.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I love the you can experiment with
Oh,
it,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
you buy a plant, you bring it home, and if it lives, excellent, it can stay. If
Yeah.
it dies, well, you have room to buy one more plant.
That's right.
And that's kind of
Yeah.
how I garden.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I've learned a
And
lot
if I don't
that way.
have room, I just make a new garden. And,
Yep.
like, I think I made 3 new ones last year, maybe.
Wow. So
So,
what is your property like for your gardens? Like how much space do
size-wise?
you have? Yeah.
We have a decent sized yard. The lot is like 66 by 130 or something like that.
Okay.
And we have a decent sized backyard, and we have a couple gardens in the front too. So
Nice.
yeah, but when I moved in, so Jared, my husband, owned the house before I moved in with him. And when he bought the house, there were some shrubs and stuff. He took everything out. He just got rid of everything. And then then he met me, and then I moved in, and then I started building everything. But it was cool because I had a clean slate. It was
Nice.
so I built everything. So it's been fun.
That's cool that you can
Yeah.
kind of grow with your garden,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because the garden isn't static.
No.
So you get to see it change over the years, and
Yeah.
so that's really cool.
Yeah.
So we've got lots of more things to still talk about, but
Sure.
I'm wondering, because this is Hops and Hedges, and I'm gonna ask you, what are you drinking?
Oh, well, it should be a cider, but it's not. So right now it's just a warm drink on this hot day, or warm drink on this cold day. So
There you go. Brought to you in
Yeah.
part by Tim Hortons.
yes, that's right.
And
Yeah.
before we were recording, you said you normally go to hot chocolate.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a hot chocolate addict. Yeah.
Okay. And is that in summer too, or is that just a winter thing?
Yeah. Yeah. So for the last month or so, I've been trying to get off of that and break that habit.
Okay.
I can't drink caffeine. My body can't handle it
Yeah.
anymore. So, and I would love to have coffee every day, but I just can't. So
Mhm.
I've kind of replaced it with hot chocolate. And
Gotcha.
so then I just started drinking too much hot chocolate. So now I'm drinking tea and other things. And
Yep.
yeah, so
Isn't that sometimes how vices work, right?
Yeah.
You take one and you give that up and you replace it with another one.
No, yeah, it's true.
My best friend actually, she really likes cider. And
Okay, yeah.
she's more of a Strongbow is
Okay.
what she
Yeah.
likes, because she likes dry cider. She doesn't like it sweet.
Oh, I love a sweet cider.
Well, if you like hot chocolate, I'm imagining you like
Yes.
sweet cider.
Yeah, exactly, right? So
Okay.
and actually Heemans we love the Heemans cider. So
They're so
one
good.
of my good friends, we go there a lot and get the Heemans cider. So
Nice.
yeah.
They have a Cheery Mead,
Oh,
which
so good.
is I think one
It's
of my
so good.
favorites. And it's more
Yeah.
sweet than I usually go for, but it's
Yeah.
actually really delicious.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, mead is also really great. Yeah.
excellent. I'm drinking a super weird beer.
Oh, okay.
So this is actually really driving me nuts that I'm blurry, but people are listening and not watching
It
anyway. So
doesn't
maybe
seem
nobody
blurry to me.
weird. Maybe it's just my computer. Anyway, sidetracked. So I thought to kind of celebrate doing something a little new, right? Because you're not a
Yeah.
landscaper per se, but
That's
you like
right,
gardening and
yeah.
plants. So we're doing something a little new.
Yeah.
So I am having a beer, but normally I drink like juicy IPAs, weird,
Oh, okay.
that kind of weird.
Yeah.
And this beer is weird because of the name, and I just had to get it.
Oh,
and
gosh,
try
what
it.
is
So before I say what it is, this is the first time that I've had a beer on the show and tried it on the show, because
Oh,
normally I try it in advance. So this one, the flavor took me a little bit off guard because it's a Vienna style lager. So it's not an IPA.
yeah.
Made by Kichesippi Beer Company. I'm gonna have to look that up to where that is. This is a new one for me. Does it actually say where it is? Brewed in Ottawa. So it's an
Oh.
Ontario beer, so that's great. But it's called Sasquatch Schnitzel.
Oh my gosh. I
So
was just listening to your podcast with oh my gosh, I forget his name, but the one that came out today, and you were talking about trying beers on
yeah.
that you might not.
Oh,
that you
today's
weren't sure
episode,
if
that
you-
was Scott Sim.
Was it? Oh yes, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's funny that today's the day you did that.
Yeah, I had to when I saw this, and I mean she's even wearing, I think it's a she, some sort of overalls, and she's
I don't know.
eating a sausage.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
So the can art made me laugh. Shout out to the brewery.
There you go.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not what I normally drink for beer,
No.
but you know what? The name and the can art, I had to do it. Had to do it. So I want to ask you about a favorite outdoor spot of yours.
Yeah, my husband and I love Halliburton Forest. Have you been there?
I don't think I have.
No, no.
I don't
We
think.
go camping there in the fall, and I just love it. It's just a huge forest, and all the campsites are really like you have your own space, like
Oh,
they're
nice.
really private. So like, and they're right on the water. You can go hiking, and the water's right there, and it's so quiet in the fall. Because there's not too many other people around. If you go like, I think we usually go like the first weekend of October.
Oh, okay.
And there's not too many people around, and it's just, and you would think because it's a forest, you'd hear birds and all kinds of things, but you don't. It's just like dead quiet, and like just sitting there at the water at night, like it's just,
Mhm.
I don't know, I just love it.
And that's Halliburton Forest
Yeah, Halliburton Forest and Wildlife Reserve. That's what it's called.
and Wildlife Reserve.
And so there's like, I don't even know how many acres, like tons of acres of forest for hiking and biking and all kinds of stuff like that.
Nice.
So,
And so are you
yeah,
guys
and-
tenters, or do you have a trailer?
no, we have
or
a
RV?
trailer. Yeah.
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 Nice. So is it a tow behind or a motorhome?
Tow behind. Yeah, it's a fifth wheel. Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say if it's a motorhome, we're going to have to become best friends.
Yeah, that's right. No.
My best friend and I, we've got the bug for a motorhome.
Oh yeah.
The one you
Yeah,
can
so where
drive
are you
and
gonna
just
go
park.
next?
Yeah, so we've done Ontario, which is why I'm like, I don't think I've been there.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound
Yeah.
familiar, but I'm gonna add it to my list.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. Yeah.
It's
I don't
incredible.
know what it's like in the summer because we've only ever went in the fall, but
Right.
I love the colors, the fall colors. And
Yeah,
yeah, I love going there in the fall.
that's awesome. And I mean, even just thinking about it is making me feel really joyful. And
Yeah, that's good.
if I don't look at the snow that's
I know,
outside.
don't look out the window.
Yeah, but think about fall and camping and being in a motorhome and what's really cool too is that you don't need to travel far in Ontario. Right?
No,
Like
no.
there's a
There's so
really
many
cool
places.
place somewhere.
Yep. Yeah,
So
Yeah.
really cool.
it's true. Yeah.
Totally random. I just noticed it's so sorry, my brain very, very scattered.
That's okay.
So this podcast is also a way for people to get to know me and
That's right.
kind of how I'm a bit of
Yeah.
an odd duck, but that's okay. It's my superpower. Right there, it looks like I have a vase full of sticks because I do.
Yes.
I was like, oh, I should talk about that. Random.
Okay.
But I saw online, and I think I've known about it for a while, but you can trim branches that bloom in spring, bring them inside to force them to bloom indoors.
Oh,
And I've never tried to do it. So forsythia, crabapple,
yeah.
those are redbud twigs
Okay.
from my tree outside, and they
Yeah.
are blooming.
Seriously,
Indoors.
that's so cool.
Yeah,
So
so
when
that
did
was
you
a
trim
little
them?
experiment. They've been inside for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And the red bud is just starting to open up. And I think outside in the hallway, I've got crabapple. And the
Okay.
blooms are probably going to open in another 4 or 5 days,
Oh,
I
that's
think.
fun. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
really fun. Yeah.
Experimenting with plants,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
So
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. That is-
What was it? Oh, I was going to ask you, because on the questionnaire, I was asking what sort of garden style you have.
yes.
And you
I don't
said,
even
there's
remember
no
what I
style.
put.
I don't think, but I'm going to go
Oh.
Google landscape styles. So did
Oh.
you Google it?
I didn't do that.
Oh, busted.
I know. I forgot.
It wasn't assigned homework.
Okay,
Oh, you
good.
have a puppy
Oh, yes. Yep. She's
or a
here.
very furry child. I can't quite tell.
She's gone now, I think. Oh, no, she's there. Yeah.
Oh, look it.
Yes. Yeah.
Very
we have
pretty.
2 puppies, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
We have a black toy poodle. And if
Okay.
he was to be on the podcast, he's like a black hole. You don't even see him. He just disappears.
Oh,
Solid
okay.
black.
Aw.
And then I do have 3 pet rats that I
Oh my
was
gosh.
almost going to bring on for the podcast today, but then I was too rushed today. So
Yes.
stay tuned for a future episode.
That's right. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So let's talk about plants
Yes. Yes.
because we
Yes,
both
love them.
love plants. And I'm curious. So I'm going a little bit off script
That's
here
okay.
because it's not a specific question on the podcast, but as
Okay.
an event planner and especially doing weddings and stuff,
Mhm.
have you seen certain either plants that are repeated or things that you really like, or have you noticed something where it's like, wow, that's really cool?
Not necessarily like that, nothing that, stands out as different, but when I see the bridal bouquets made out of the peonies or roses or hydrangeas, of the big, statement
Yeah.
kind of flowers, those are just my favorite. They just pop. I just love
Yep.
them so much. Yeah. Yeah.
Very
So
nice.
I love when people go for that. But of course that depends on when you're getting married and what's in season and
Yep.
stuff like that. So yeah.
I remember when my husband and we got married in June,
Okay.
and I ended up because I'm a gardener, I did a spring
Yeah.
cleanup for somebody late in the season,
Yeah.
and they had this beautiful fountain grass, and I had
Oh.
this massive grass bouquet that I paid $0
Oh,
for.
really? Oh my gosh. Oh, that would be interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
So I was like, well,
Why
I'm
not?
also not very traditional, so.
Hey, that's okay.
But baby's breath was everywhere. That was one thing.
Okay, I have a question about that.
Okay.
Because, Forrest told me that if you use baby's breath, like say in your outdoor ceremony, and then you
Mhm.
move it into the hall for your reception, apparently has a bad smell. Is this
I've heard about that.
true?
I
Okay,
had an
because
outdoor
I
wedding.
actually- Pardon?
So my wedding was outdoors.
Okay.
So it never came inside.
Yeah.
But
see, no.
I personally haven't noticed that, but I've heard the exact same thing. I've
know,
heard that
and
it's got a weird smell.
I don't have a sense of smell really, so I wouldn't know if it does have a bad smell. But
Good
that's
question.
what I've been told, and I've got to find this out for sure.
Okay, we're gonna put that question in the podcast. So anybody
That's a
who's
good idea.
listening, there's a
Yeah.
Q&A, or I think it's a
Yeah.
poll, one of those things.
Yes.
And let us know if you
Yeah.
have experience with baby's breath,
smell.
which I'm pretty sure is gypsophyllum. Is the
Oh,
Latin
like
word,
the
I
official
think.
name? Yeah.
But don't quote me on that. Now that it's publicly on the
I
internet,
wouldn't
everyone
know.
can hear me say the wrong
I'll
thing.
just believe you.
Excellent.
Mm.
Perfect.
Mm.
And then you had said for indoor plants, you actually listed Calathea. The Calathea triostar.
Oh, yes. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Is it the same as the Trousers Stromanth or whatever it's
You know what?
called?
I'm not very strong with houseplants, but I know that Calathea and I are not friends.
Neither are we.
But it's one of your favorite houseplants, or is that one you
Okay.
struggle to keep alive?
Well, so this is a story, actually.
Okay, I'm ready.
I love it. I fell in love with it at Heemans, and this was right before our wedding. And we decided for our wedding we wanted to do like, you know how some people do a tree planting or something?
Yeah.
We wanted to do that, but not a tree because I wanted it to move around with us. So I wanted to do a plant. So we did a house plant that we could just, always have. And so I decided on this.
That's the one you picked.
With at Heemans, but it has since died.
I was gonna say, that is a tough one to keep alive. Oh,
there goes that.
You have ghosts in your house?
I don't think so.
For anyone listening, Melissa just had a sign fall off her wall randomly.
I don't know what's
sending you good energy. Hopefully you're not haunted.
So yeah, we had to buy a new one. And we're trying again. So
okay, well, good luck.
I love it. It's so beautiful. So I'm trying really hard to figure this out. But we have a wood stove, and I think it doesn't like how dry it is.
Right.
So I've been like spritzing it with water, and I've been, keeping it in the right spot for light, and like
it might need a humidifier.
I know.
Like for a plant. Like that is dedication,
dedication. I don't know if we'll go that far.
And it's funny, and there are people that'll really go all out, and I'm a buy it because I love it, and it either lives or it dies.
Yeah. And you know what? Normally I would, but I was like, this is our wedding plant. We got to keep this thing alive. It's our love plant.
Yeah.
So,
just like the love in marriage, right? Whatever it takes to make it work. But
we'll see how. But it's going okay right now with this second plant. But
okay.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Yeah. So
if you figure out the magic trick, let me know.
Yeah. Well, I probably won't, but yeah. Otherwise, I don't have a lot of house plants. What do I have? I have things that I bring indoors. Like sometimes I bring geraniums and overwinter them, or I have a begonia that I've been overwintering for like 11 years, maybe.
That's so cool.
So it comes in and goes out in the spring. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of house plants. Little like succulents and stuff. And,
no judgment. This is a judgment-free zone. Yep. Yeah. I've got a begonia right there. That's my that's my like a pink polka dot something or other, and that's another begonia.
Yeah.
Or no, it's not.
I love begonia.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
That's too funny. What else was I gonna ask you? I'm just scrolling through here. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I know what I wanted to ask you. So entrepreneur to entrepreneur, small business owner to small business owner.
Okay.
I'd asked about, biggest hurdles that you and or your company is facing or does face. And you said balancing the busy times and the slow times. Oh my gosh, when I read that, I was like, hallelujah, we're not alone.
No, we're not. No.
Right?
There's other people out there, I'm sure.
And it's seasonal work.
Yeah, really. Yeah. And the last, like in the fall, I was like, it was way too much. I couldn't handle it. And now it's like the opposite.
Crickets.
So it's just up and down, complete opposite. So it's hard to juggle that.
It is. And that's definitely another parallel between your business and mine. Not necessarily all landscaping companies, because a lot of landscaping, when they're a larger company, they'll do snow removal.
Right.
For me, number one, I hate winter and I hate snow. So that doesn't sound like a good time. But also the insurance rates. It's a big discussion in the landscaping community because we can't find affordable insurance to cover us in order to do what we need to do for clients. So a lot of us have just stopped and said, you know what, we're not doing snow because you're actually, it's not even that you break even after a season, you normally pay.
Right. Yeah.
There's not enough profit to pay the insurance. It's nuts.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So because I'm so out of touch with wedding planning and stuff, but what is considered wedding season?
I would say like it starts in June and it ends like mid to late October.
October. Okay.
Yeah, September and October are the busiest months.
Wow. Well, weather's nice, right? And the fall colors and
the weather's nice and and it's not so hot. Like, August is probably the least popular of like the wedding season, probably because it's so hot sometimes.
Right.
That people don't want to be out. And if you're having an outdoor wedding, that can be not very nice for your guests. And
Yeah.
so,
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And landscaping is generally April 1st to
okay.
like
Yeah.
December 1st.
Yeah.
So somewhere in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So see, there's all these parallels, and we wouldn't have known if you hadn't come onto the show. Look at
That's right.
that.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, what else was I gonna ask you? My brain, I tell you.
That's okay. No worries.
So have
I
you
was
ever done, sorry, go ahead.
I was listening to your podcast the other day, and you were talking about plants that, are just invasive. And it got me thinking about, like, with my own gardening, like, as someone who's not, in the business of gardening, I wouldn't even know what those plants are. Like, there needs to be more, like, education or something,
Oh,
about that, because
that
when
is
I
music
heard
to
you
my
guys,
ears.
I
You're
forget
hearing saying
who
that.
you were talking to about it, and I was like, oh my god, I wonder if I have any of these plants. Like, I probably do. And I don't even know, like, so that was one thing I kept thinking about when I heard you guys talking about that.
Oh my God. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for saying that.
Oh.
I imagine other gardeners and landscapers listening to this episode are going to be going, yes,
Yeah.
yes, what she
Like,
said.
how do we know? Yeah.
Right? And it's
Yeah.
people are not intentionally going out and, oh, this is an invasive plant. I better plant this.
Exactly.
Like, that's not the intention or the mindset, but
No.
people don't know. And education is huge.
Yeah.
So if you're working with a designer or a landscape contractor, hopefully they're knowledgeable enough to let
Exactly.
you know.
Yes. Yes.
But for the
But if you're
average
not.
person going to the greenhouse,
Yeah.
some of these things need labels.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
they
should be
do.
law is kind
Yeah.
of the direction
Yeah.
a lot of, I would say, horticultural professionals are heading towards, and landscape
Okay.
professionals, is that
Yeah.
if you're working with a contractor, that's up to the contractor to know these things.
Right.
But there's a lot of general public that are going to greenhouses and buying periwinkle.
Yeah, see, yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't have that one though. So
Right. And it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. And
Yeah.
I do love it in its place, but it needs to have a
Okay.
label.
Right. Yeah.
So right now it's sold as a creeping ground cover.
Okay.
Yes, it is a creeping ground cover that will cover everything.
It'll cover everything.
Right. So
Yeah.
there's some things that we just need a little bit more.
Yeah.
Or what's the other one? I mean, lily of the valley spreads too, but
Oh my
the
gosh. Yes, lily of the valley. It's one of the plants that is at one of the neighbors' places that I work at sometimes, and it's impossible to manage.
it smells so good though.
Yeah, it is
So I'm
nice.
yeah.
It's not my favorite, but
The biggest one is goutweed.
okay.
So goutweed is also snow on the mountain is what it's called.
Okay.
And it's sold in greenhouses
Okay.
as a creeping ground cover. And it's noxious. Like, it is an awful, terrible chameleon plant. Oh man, there's so many other things that
Okay. Yeah.
that's not what this episode's about. I just wanted to say thank you for saying that.
Yes. I just wanted to bring it up because it got me thinking of it when you said it on the podcast.
I
So,
love that. I hope that
Yeah.
these episodes get people to think
Yeah.
about stuff,
yeah.
right? And when you're not sure, ask.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So, and you have my contact now, so just call me up,
That's right.
text me or email me a
Yeah.
picture, and you're like, what is
Can I
this?
buy
Is this okay? Or when
Yeah.
everything comes up in your garden, you're like, what is this? I don't remember
Yeah.
what this is. What is it?
Right.
And I'll just
Yeah.
let you know.
Okay.
so,
Perfect.
Until I get too overwhelmed with inquiries, I like doing that. So
Yeah.
it's kind of fun.
That is fun.
So we might run out of time here,
No problem.
but so yeah, a couple questions here. Don't want to get into a little bit. But so for weddings, is
Mhm.
there one project that you've done that really kind of stands out that you've done either location wise, or the couple was great, or the theme was cool, or
Oh, it's so hard to pick just one.
I know.
Oh gosh, there's so many.
Really quick, we might get cut off.
Okay, well, I did one just this past summer, and it was just the most, like, so much love in that family.
Aw.
And it was just so emotional, and I loved it so much. And the speeches were like, had everyone in tears, and the vows were the most beautiful I've ever heard. So it kind of touched me, I guess.
That's awesome. Yeah. I am gonna cut you off because we are gonna get cut off. But Melissa, thank you so much for coming on to Hops and Hedges.
Okay.
We're totally gonna have to do a part 2 and bring you back.
Okay, sounds good.
Excellent. Okay. Later.
Thank you.
That concludes this week's episode, hosted by me, Heather Gerard at My Landscape Artist. Now, before you go, here's some info about our sponsor, ext.tech. In today's fast-paced world, your landscaping business needs modern solutions to keep up with the change. That's where EXT comes in. EXT is revolutionizing the way you manage projects and streamlines your landscaping, snow removal, and construction operations. Instead of juggling 5 different software packages, endless spreadsheets, losing track of leads, and missing out on potential sales, you could be leveraging AI job routing, client management, and financial insights with a modern mobile app that employees love to use. With EXT's flat rate pricing, you'll never be caught off guard. If you're ready to revolutionize and grow your landscaping business, visit ext.tech today to learn more. And for additional savings, use the code HOPS10 at checkout, or just tell them that Heather sent you. See you next week for another episode of Hops and Hedges.